Okay, everyone, get out all your molds. Let's get cleaning. Special thanks to my Dollar and a Dream members. Hi, everyone. This is Donna from Hollywood, California. It's not just paint, it's Art by Donna. And today we're doing something that's been on my must-do list for far too long. Reorganizing and refreshing my silicone molds. And if you're anything like me, your molds multiply and multiply over the years. Different sizes, different shapes, and textures. And before you know it, you have a creative treasure trove and a bit of a storage challenge. Well, today, I've taken every single mold out of its hiding place and giving it a good cleaning. And then we're moving it to its new home in my art studio. And while I'm at it, I'll be sharing some tips and tricks you may not have heard about before to keep our silicone molds in top shape. And why a cleaning? Well, a well-organized creative space can actually make you feel better, inside and out. So stick around till the end, because I'll also be doing a small pour with one of my brand new molds from Boo on Nicole, who you all know I'm a proud ambassador for. And I'll be using Bond Crafter casting powder for the very first time. And I'm excited to show you how this turns out. Can you believe all these molds that I've accumulated in the short, I want to say, year and a half, possibly, that I've been doing resin? Silicone molds are the foundation of so much of our creative work. Keeping them in good condition is like caring for paintbrushes of the master painter. The cleaner and better cared for your tools, the better your results, and the longer these tools will last. Silicone can last for years if cared for properly, but embedded resin bits, dried pigment, and dust can cause tiny tears over time. Dust and lint of leftover resin leaves marks for your next pour. Sometimes so tiny, sometimes they're big enough to ruin a piece. Even if you're just working with resin or casting powders, a dusty, dirty workspace can affect your air quality and your overall health. There's something about opening a drawer and seeing everything neatly labeled and ready to go that makes you want to create. So when you clean with warm soapy water, never boiling, just warm, you lift away not just the residue, but oils from your hands or pigments that could react with your next pour. And for those stubborn bits of resin, good old masking tape or painter's tape works wonders without ever scratching your mold. You already know about washing and taping, but here are some fresh tips and storage ideas you may not have tried. A short burst of compressed air is great for removing dust from deep cavities. I used my airbrush. It was great to get into those nooks and crannies. If you plan on storing your molds for a long time, use some silicone oil on a soft cloth. This will keep them nice and supple. Or use some mold release spray. This is especially useful for molds that have extreme detail, or if you are using material that tends to stick. Some say a final wipe with isopropyl alcohol is good. It helps remove the invisible oils and prevents static that attracts dust. If you happen to live in an area with a lot of humidity, silica gel packs is a great way to keep the moisture away. Put them in the drawers or in the bags where you store your molds. Avoid direct sunlight. UV light can break down silicone over time, so keep your molds out of direct sunlight. Use breathable storage bags. Ziploc bags work wonderful, but you can also use mesh laundry bags for airflow. It still keeps the dust away. I'll be using my new Ikea Alex drawers. These are perfect for my larger molds. And I'll be using my P-Touch label maker so I can instantly find what I need. The smaller molds are going into my Hobby Lobby organizer, which I've had for a few years now. So this is about more than molds. It's also about your mindset. When you clear and clean your creative tools, you're also clearing a little space in your mind. It's like giving yourself permission to start fresh. An organized studio means less time searching, less frustration, and more time in a creative flow where ideas just happen. There's also a physical benefit. Dust-free molds mean fewer airborne particles floating around, which is better for your lungs and your overall health. I'm a big believer in keeping the windows open whenever possible. Let that fresh air in, and pairing it with an air purifier to catch the finer particles you can't see. Your studio should be a place where you can breathe deep and feel inspired. Remember, the more pleasant and healthy your workspace feels, the more you'll want to be in it, and the more joy you will get from your art. So if you're new to Bondcrafter, be sure to read that little booklet that comes with it. This is one of the products where instructions really matter. You only have about 3 to 5 minutes of working time, which isn't long at all. So the key is preparation. Make sure you have everything ready before mixing. My mixing bowl, my spatula, my mold, even an extra piece, just in case of any overage. That way nothing goes to waste and I don't end up scrambling as the material begins to set. What I really like about Bondcrafter compared to other casting powders I've used, like my mix to mold, is its consistency. It's a little thicker, and honestly that worked in my favor. The mix poured beautifully, it filled the mold easily, and it settled into the details. There were no bubbles in the end results. I barely even had to tap that mold to get it into the right places. That's always such a relief when working with a new product for the first time. The one feature that I really loved was that this mold came with an extra support piece that wraps around it, and that's always a thoughtful touch. Thank you, Boo on Nicole, because this always helps the mold keep its shape and ensures the finished product piece comes out evenly spaced without any deformities. If you've ever used a flimsy mold, you'll know exactly why that's important. Now, for the fun part, adding color and personality, I wanted that hat to have a bold and dramatic look, so I started with dioxazine purple. It's such a rich, deep shade, and I knew it would really make this character pop. So just to add a little magic, I added some Pentart Metal Flakes along the bands of the hat, and that gave this whole piece a little sparkle. Just enough bling without overpowering the rest of the design. I thought it would be nice to try some of these stickers. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If I should have tried something a little different than what I did today. And here's a little sneak peek of something that'll be coming in a future video. Of course, once everything is fully cured, I seal this piece with the Buon Nicole wax after 2 days. This brought out the colors and gave a gentle sheen, and that added the final touch of protection. So as we near the ends of this video, here's a little recap. Masking tape works wonders on stubborn resin bits. Keep molds out of direct sunlight to prevent breakdown.
I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies.
Silica gel packs help keep molds moisture free.
I was trying to pretend the promised land was there beyond the great divide, but I'll be coming.
Store molds in bags or covered drawers to keep lint away.
I'll be coming home soon. So take me out to California, where the sun is always high.
Wipe with silicone oil if storing molds long term.
Never gets old. I'll be longing for that day till you come and take me home. California, California, here I come. I've seen it all.
A label maker saves time and frustration later.
The happy faces and a sign upon a hill. The wine is flowing and the fields forever green. And all your hopes and dreams will always
Rotate your mold use to prevent uneven wear.
coming real soon. Yeah, I'll be coming real soon.
A tidy studio sparks fresh creative ideas.
Sun is always high, where the streets are paved with gold, and no one ever gets old. I'll be longing for that day till you come and take me home, California.
Open windows for fresh air. It's good for your lungs and your mind. Happy molds, happy pours. Clean molds equal flawless castings.
Take me out. Take me out.
Simple joy, a clean workspace makes creating even more fun. This is Donna from Hollywood, California, signing off today with love, light, peace, harmony, and oneness. Aishu Crafty Kids Club will be following me next. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye now. See you soon.